Peace to the kings and queens, the ghouls and the gods, our swords, our sets, or whatever y'all want to call y'all selves, brothers and sisters, y'all be that. Just make sure y'all know who that is. I'm gonna love you anyway. Now, we got officers steamrolling and rolling around with children in the classrooms and shit. Now, to be honest, we have two ignorant people here. To be honest, if you look at that, you're going to see two ignorant people here. What I'm saying is, first of all, we have a young lady knowingly asking for trouble. Now, in her defense, she's coming from a disturbed background, which most, I'm going to just say melanated children these days, most of them come from disturbed backgrounds, just as a fact, regardless of the reasons why they do. Or better yet, we got guys, first of all, saying that we want to scream Black Lives Matter only when we are not doing the killings, when the police are doing the killings. Just off the record for a minute. I could go in deep on that, but I won't. But I will say this. You really think we are acting out who we really are in this designed to fail ass situation we are in here? The way we are acting is due to how we've been drugged through the mud. This is an example of an ill people. But that does not give anyone else the right still to be ill towards an innocent being. All lives matter. So Black Lives Matter. Shut the fuck up. We function off something that we call a supremacy here. We function off a design, a virus, a program. Now back to what I was saying. This young lady was wrong. Regardless. She could have brought peace to her situation. No one was going to allow her to sit in there and continue to break the rules while everybody else sit there and follow the rules and try to learn. You know, you ain't going to sit there and walk in that school and do what you want to do. But in her defense, like I said, she comes from being a foster child. So I can kind of imagine, especially, compared to, what's going on out here and how the children and youth are being influenced these days. I can imagine. In saying this, I will say that I understand where the officer is coming from as well, even though I do not agree with what he did. I would say this. When you are dealing with the youth of the day, you got some weight on your hands, and it can bring the worst out of you. And if you're a person that's not good at keeping the worst inside, you might want to step aside from them type of situations. No way in the world should he have been validated for what he had done. He could have restrained this little bitty girl way, way easier than having to bush willy her ass across the classroom. But I will say this. They're probably going to find him more legit than illegitimate. He's wrong with the motherfucker for his level of intensity. You do have to sometimes use physical force in those schools. That is a fact. These children are dangerous. But I feel like he should have had a partner or two, and they should have dealt with her, even if they had to restrain her, in a more respectable manner. I, as a parent, would have been pissed off at my daughter, but I would have been real pissed off at how I seen her handled in that classroom. A lot of people just want to be lopsided and say the girl was wrong, her little ass started the shit, it's the parents' fault. Yeah, a lot of y'all parents do not discipline y'all children correctly. But in this sense, whatever happened, the parents had failed, or the parents had withered away or fell off, and she's in foster care. We need each other's help out here. Everybody. Everybody. And when you negative motherfuckers get it, it'll be a better world. Won't be as much pain, strife, anger, fear. Simple decisions can change all this, fools. You got people out here that live a different world from other people. Some people promote violence to the T, and when it gets the best of them, they want to take the violence away from the level of the T. They want to feel better. Then you, as an individual, have to do what it takes to feel better. Each individual has to do what it takes to be better. Each individual, this is not about a lopsided situation. It is clear that we see that there's racial issues out here. It is clear, regardless of what's going on, what I do see in conclusion is that even in this situation, regardless of who was right and wrong, we see that we are under attack. We see that. And if any one of y'all think that we supposed to ignore that, you are a fool. If any one of y'all want to highlight little issues compared to the real issues, like we are under attack, we see the pattern of things happening back to back, especially when given the opportunity. That is a fact, on top of knowing that there's still a form of slavery going on. Don't try to fool people. This is an illusion. We went from physical hard slavery to psychological psych wars. Taught to enslave ourselves, and you wonder why things are the way it is. This is not just an issue about a cop and a child. This is an issue about what's inside man and woman. There's stuff happening all around the world, not just in America. The people of the world are losing it, which will open up the door for many to realize that we must gain it back. See? This is the only solution. Otherwise, there's no other. Besides, continue to fall. Naturally, in most of our natures, we will, just by nature, want to rise back up. Once we reach our own personal tiredness or realization to move forward. So I don't knock nobody. See, you got people that be on these comments, man, but they unaware that there's a lot of people out here that is speaking out against black on black crime and all crime. Every time it happens, there's a lot of us speaking on it. Even big ups to all the brothers and sisters and people that's out there speaking on something uplifting on these videos and stuff, man. All this is fighting against that nonsense. Now you got people on here that's fucking it up, but you got a lot that ain't. Choose your direction. Choose your up or down. Choose your left or right. You want to be bad and be on this bad shit, then embrace that. Don't wait till it bites you in the ass and then you want good. A lot of us want to be okay. The universal law I do know is that everybody likes to feel okay and feel good. Practice dishing it out if you want it so damn bad. Peace to that sister. Hopefully things get better for her. And as for the officer, man, to me, you knew better than that. You abused your power and your authority. Maybe if it was a bunch of little niggas in there wrestling and fighting and shit that was out of control, that's a whole different ballgame. And this was a young lady sitting in the chair. She was being wrong as hell. But she had no work for you. But she needed to be put in her place too. But not like you did it. Mr. Brother Ock the Bomb. The Brother Ock. Man, I ain't on no motherfucking bullshit. This real. Get out of here.